Ika Roa by Richard Caves and Marcos Avlonitis. Episode 1.
Makara, I came to you as quickly as I was able.
Where is she now?
She's in the council marquee.
And what of the boy? Has he been apprehended?
Yes, Makara. He's being held in the lodging house where they were discovered. We thought it best not to bring him inside our compound.
My daughter was found outside our walls?
Yes, in the impure people's city.
Was she recognised?
Amara is well known amongst our people, but the impure are not likely to know her or her status.
Greetings, Makara.
Dais of the council, thank you for your help in this matter and your discretion.
Of course. But this issue must be resolved quickly.
Yes, Dais, I agree. But now, if you will excuse me.
The council will require firm action. Can I have your assurance?
I will use my own judgment in this matter. I shall address the council presently.
You know what must be done.
Amala, I'm disappointed in you.
I've nothing to say to you.
Do you realise what an embarrassment you are?
Yes, Mother. Dais of the council already lectured me on my indiscretions.
The rebirthing ceremony is tomorrow. Did you forget this? You're meant to be ready to become the leader of our people. How can you take my place if you're so eager to insult us? What did you hope to achieve?
I wanted one taste of life outside this compound, a chance to live my life before being condemned to yours.
From what I hear, this has been continuing for weeks. You've tainted yourself in the eyes of our people. You're lucky that you're still alive.
You would let them kill your own daughter?
Don't be naive. You know I must uphold our traditions. I only hope that executing the boy will satisfy the council.
You're going to kill Devon?
Would you prefer to die in his place? Don't be angry with me, my child. Amala is Kara in waiting. One day you will have to make these decisions. What would you do in my place?
He doesn't deserve to die.
It's your blood, or his.
Warren! Governor Warren, sir, wake up!
Go to hell.
But, sir?
Oh, for God's sake, Gregson, come in. Well, what is it?
Sir, the Kara's demanding to speak to you.
What do those primitives want now?
Apparently their people caught her daughter having, well, you know, with a citizen of Ika Roa, a young man called Devon.
Oh, really? I bet she's pleased about that.
Actually, their council has decided to execute him.
What? Bloody primitives. They're not happy unless they're chopping some poor bastard's head off. Why can't they just stay inside their compound and leave us the hell alone? Give me the phone. I'll call Kara now.
Are you sure you're in the right frame of mind for negotiation, sir?
Shut up, Gregson. Who else knows about this?
Everyone, sir. The press found out before we did.
Christ. What did the First People's ambassador have to say?
Well, he just said the time for diplomacy has passed.
Oh, these people are all the same. Delia, put me through to Kara's office.
Hello? I am 75th aide to Kara.
This is Governor Warren. Where's the Kara?
I do not know, Governor Warren.
Then call her.
Call her? I'm afraid we only have one telecommunications device in our compound, and you are presently utilising it.
If you don't get her right now, I'm
Governor
going
Warren,
to...
my apologies. I'm here.
Kara, what the hell's going on? I've got reports coming in that you've arrested one of our men and are going to kill him. Is this true?
Yes.
Does the word diplomacy mean anything to you?
The time for diplomacy is past.
So you're just going to start murdering our citizens?
This man has defiled Amala. She's second only to myself in reverence. His actions are an insult to our every tradition.
Yeah, I get the picture. I won't let you kill him. It's barbaric.
I will not waste my time discussing barbarism with you, Governor. The issue will be resolved.
My God, these people are insane! After 200 years on the same damn planet, you think we'd be getting along better. But they just get worse and worse.
What are we going to do, sir? City wants this man back as soon as possible.
Where's he being held?
An old motel in the Lower Flats district.
That's inside our city. What are they playing at? It's time for drastic action, Gregson. I want you to call up city police. We need a squad to go down to the Lower Flats and get this Devon guy out immediately.
But sir, what if
I'm not having those primitive waltz into my city and hold people captive in their own buildings. Get to it.
We're closing in on the building now, HQ. We're approaching from the rear. Over.
This is Police Chief Breton. Keep it quiet, Sergeant. We need to get this guy out before they even know you're there. Over.
That's going to be tricky, sir. Over.
I'm counting on you to pull this off, Sergeant. We don't want to make any more headlines. Over.
Yes, sir. How much force can we use here? Over.
You know the law. We can't even injure these bloody primitives unless they draw blood first. Personally, I don't give a damn about their sorry hides, but I'm not about to give these politicians any more ammunition to pick apart my police force. Understood? Out.
Great. Now listen up, men. No one is to fire a shot without my express authorization. Have I made myself clear? Right. Take positions. Wait for my signal. Keep close. Watch the windows. Hamilton, get the door.
Grenade!
Let's go. Move it. Upstairs! Move it, move it! Sir, he's in here!
Devon? Damn it, he's unconscious.
Come on, get him up!
Sir, they're up the stairs. Permission to fire.
Permission denied. Barricade the door. HQ, we need evacuation now.
Lifter already inbound, Sergeant. It's not gonna hold.
They're coming through! The lifter's here! Out the window! Everyone on board! Move it! Move it!
And then you had the audacity to forcibly remove him from our custody.
Your custody? Devon Smith is a citizen of the city of Ika Roa. You're imprisoning him inside our own municipal boundaries. I'll give you audacious. When we arrived on this planet, your people gave us this territory to settle on. You can't reclaim ownership at will.
We cannot let him live, Governor Warren.
Kara, look. I accept he's offended your traditions. He must be punished. But according to our laws, not yours.
You will merely chide him and release him within days.
You sent a gang of armed men up against our police officers. From our point of view, it looks like you want to start a war. The public here are on edge as it is. You push this any further and there'll be a riot on my hands. Killing this boy is only going to trigger it.
Governor Warren, if I do not bring him to justice, there will be a riot on my hands.
All right. What about this? We keep him in jail here for now, solitary confinement, and in a fortnight or so, when everyone's calmed down, we'll bring him to a joint trial. Is that acceptable?
I don't think the council would permit any
And of course, if he's found guilty, we'll hand him over to you. But he must be given a fair trial.
I wonder if we share the same concept of fair.
Kara, this is me. We've known each other for a long time. I'm not going to double-cross you.
Very well. I respect your leadership, and if this is your final word, then I'll accept it. We'll meet a week from today.
Thank you. They're completely insane.
Sir, you're going to let them execute him?
What? Of course not. We'll delay the trial as long as possible. I'm hoping their tempers will have cooled down in a couple of weeks.
But what if they insist?
Well, we can't convict him of breaking laws we don't have. What's this?
It's a new report from the ETS department.
You and your UFOs again.
I'm not the only one who thinks
What do they want?
They want a meeting to discuss some peculiar readings.
Gregson, I've made my opinions of that department very clear.
No, sir. It'll be different this time. They've implemented new particle filtration systems. The, pigeon incident could never happen now.
Those guys couldn't tell an asteroid from their arses. I don't know why I didn't shut them down in the last spending review.
It's our duty to the people, sir. We were sent out to the stars, wandering alone for generations. It gives the people hope to think that one day other colonies will try to contact us.
If there are any left.
And who knows, sir? There might even be more out there than us. You know, aliens.
Right, look, I've got an idea, Gregson. Why don't you go?
Me?
Sure, consider it a favour. Anyway, I've got to fill City Hall in on this Devon Smith business.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll give you a complete report, every detail. It'll be just like you were there in person.
Christ.
And in the name of the Nilroy, the first of us, I prepare myself for the cleansing of Amala, that my body's purity might guide her and be the chrysalis of her future.
Kara?
Amala, you're meant to be preparing.
I heard about Devon.
What's done is done. If you
I
can't...
came to thank you. He's alive. That's all I wanted.
For now. We shall have to wait for the decision of this trial the impure have insisted on.
Kara, I didn't mean to upset you.
You must think more carefully about your actions. You're still young, but people will look to you for guidance.
I know. I'm sorry.
Amala, you're my daughter, and I forgive you. But the ceremony must go ahead, and you must fulfill your role impeccably. Your reputation, your life depends upon it.
Gregson, phone! Bloody hell. Yes, this is Governor Warren. Who is this?
Sir, it's me. It's Gregson, sir.
What is it, Gregson?
Aliens!
Gregson!
No, honestly, sir. The readings, they were of a ship in orbit.
Are you sure?
It's already entered the atmosphere. It's coming to land right now.
Has there been any contact?
We radioed them. They're transmitting a signal, but we can't decode it. I'm going to the landing site right now. I'll be the first one they meet.
No, you come back here. Get in contact with the car and we'll meet them together.
The ship's landed, Chief. Our men have secured the landing site. No sign of hostile intentions. Over.
Good job, Sergeant. Be advised, there are a group of First People heading to your location. Over.
Were they looking for a fight, sir? Over.
Negative. They're coming to meet the Governor. Still, at least they're human. What the hell's in that ship?
Well, it doesn't look alien, sir. Similar design to our old cargo ships. More advanced, though. Sleeker.
Get a closer look, Sergeant. Over.
Yes, sir. I'm approaching the ship now. I can make out some writing on the side of the ship. Over.
Can you read it? Over.
Yeah. EST and A. Esther. And there's serial code underneath. Over.
Confirmed. Can you see any weaponry? Over.
I'm not sure, sir. I'm gonna go in. It's opening! HQ! The doors! They're opening!
Well, Gregson, I just heard from Chief Breton. It appears our visitors are definitely human.
Really?
Don't be too disappointed.
I suppose you're right, sir. It's been hundreds of years since we've had any contact with the rest of the human race. They've probably found aliens on loads of other planets. I wonder if they've seen any.
I'll be sure to ask. Good to be on solid ground again. Right then, where's that bloody Kara?
Behind you, sir.
Hello, Kara.
After all these years, it's a sign. Can you feel it, Governor Warren? Our prophecy says the Pure will follow us from Earth and unite us once again. This must be them.
To be frank, Kara, your people thought we were the Pure when we first arrived.
We were mistaken. But this time...
Governor, sir. The, visitors are requesting an audience with you.
Take us there, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Look at their ship. It must be 100 feet long.
You've seen ships before, Gregson.
Only old wrecks and lifters, not anything that could break orbit. You think they'll take us up in it?
Good God.
Governor, sir, may I introduce Mr. Shane McFadgen?
Please, please, just call me Shane. You must be Governor Warren. I'm honoured you could meet us in person.
It's not every day we have extraterrestrial guests. Welcome to Ika Roa.
My pleasure. And I must say, Ika Roa is a lovely planet.
Really? I was under the impression it's a barren rock that's 99% uninhabitable.
Trust me, compared to most of the colonies I've seen, this is... let's just say it's a refreshing change.
I'll take your word for it. I mean no offence, Mr. McFadgen, but we're all a little curious as to why you're here.
Of course, and please, just Shane. I represent ESTA, the Extrasolar Trade Association. Our mission is to rediscover Earth's old colonies and to offer supplies and other amenities.
This is a lot to take in, Shane. What do you mean exactly by amenities?
Anything you want it to mean. We provide everything an out-of-touch colony might need. Food, medicines, construction equipment. But we're not just a haulage company. We bring in skills and expertise. You need improved terraforming technology? We can give you that. You need to increase your reactor output? We can show you how. We're optimised for every conceivable scenario. Though, if I may say, you're doing pretty well for yourselves. Many of the colonies I've visited have already descended to primitive violence and starvation.
Are you from Earth?
Excuse me, we were not introduced.
My apologies. Shane, this is the Kara
I am
of...
Kara of the First People, descendant of the Pure, ancestor of Earth.
It is an honour to...
Are you the leader of your people? You do not look like a leader.
No, that'll be Captain Darrow. I'm authorised to speak on his behalf.
I wish to speak to him directly. Is he here? Where is he?
He's on our mothership, the Entemidor. If you wait a moment, I can ask him to join us.
That is acceptable.
Wait, you've got another ship?
Naturally. This is only a cargo shuttle.
I don't suppose you've met any, aliens, have you?
Gregson.
Aliens? Are you... unfortunately not. There's no one out there but us, I'm afraid.
Captain on the bridge.
At ease.
Captain Darrow, we've established a geostationary orbit over the city, all systems operating within parameters.
Excellent, Mr. Yates. Start a complete planetary survey, log a record of our contact and relay it to the nearest ESTA outpost.
That would be Nova Strata Station.
That'll do. Prepare a shuttle for a charity run down to the planet.
What cargo?
Oh, just the basics. Some medicine, food. Give them a taste of what we can offer.
Yes, sir.
God, I hope it goes better this time.
Yes, sir. Incoming transmission from Shane.
Put him through. Any luck yet, Mr. McFadden?
Yes, we were welcomed quite warmly.
Lovely.
They're pretty outdated, but they've done well for themselves, considering what they had to go on.
Any resources of value?
I'm not sure yet. By the way, Darrow, there's a spokeswoman who wants to meet with you before she talks business.
Spokeswoman?
They call her the Kara. I'm not sure if it's a religious role or some sort of clan thing, but she seems important.
Is this strictly necessary, Mr. McFadden?
I think it will be wise to make a good first impression after last time.
Yes, all right. I'm on my way down.
I don't know about you, Kara, but we could certainly use the medicine and technology these traders are offering. Things are getting desperate. We spend years training bloody good doctors and scientists, and the disorder cuts them down in their prime.
You're right. The traders present an excellent chance to learn.
The first thing I want to learn is what they want from us. Shane McFadgen seems very pleasant and open, but somehow he unsettles me.
That is one thing we can agree on.
I think we need to work together on this, figure out the best way to deal with them.
I wish to speak to their leader before making any decisions.
We should present a united front.
That's ridiculous.
True, though we could at least try not to rip each other's throats out in front of them.
Governor Warren, Do you think we're getting grumpy in our old age?
My Kara, I must remind you that you have yet to complete your preparations for the ceremony.
There's still time. Tell Dias I'll return after I have seen to my duties here.
Welcome to Ika Roa, Captain.
Mr. McFadden. Oh, it's quite a light planet, isn't it? I could get used to this.
Yes, gravity's just a notch below standard. The days are around 22 hours long, and there are 311 days to a year.
Time moves fast here.
Too fast for you to put on a clean uniform, I
Are
see.
you making a formal complaint, Mr. McFadden?
I happen to admire the reckless abandon in which you approach formal attire. Very debonair.
Not everybody's got time to iron their pleats. Now, are you going to fill me in on the situation?
Right. The Kara's quite pretentious, your typical religious type, and Warren, that's the governor by the way, is a little wary of us, but he'll come round. Remember, this is just an introduction to break the ice. No business, no politics.
Politics isn't my thing.
I know. And look, don't speak to the Kara about her family. She's a little touchy on the subject.
Is there anything I can talk to her about?
Well, she seems keen to know about Earth and, well, you, actually. This is her.
You are Captain Darrow?
Yes, that's me. Captain Marcos Darrow. And I have the honour of speaking to the Kara?
No, I'm just Kara. That's my name.
I thought it was your position.
It is.
Oh. So, how's your family?
Oh, it's difficult being a parent. My daughter troubles me.
Well, that's what they're for, I guess.
You have a child?
I do. We haven't seen each other in a long time. She has her own life.
Yes, she must be of that age.
I know what you mean. It's funny. Shane said you didn't want to be asked about your family.
You may ask me any question you like. Now tell me, what is Earth like?
Earth? Oh, I've never been myself.
You haven't?
We're not allowed. The Terran Council keeps everyone away from Earth.
Why?
I don't know. The Council's word is law. We send them the resources they require and they provide our ships and our medication. That's about it, really. It's been that way for centuries.
That's a shame. I'd hoped to hear of Earth from one who's been there. But it's right that only the pure may set foot on the homeland. I should like to see it someday.
Me too.
Captain Marcos Darrow, I have decided we share the same soul.
Well, thank you, I think.
Yes, I'm sure of it. Would you do me the honour of being a guest at my daughter's rebirthing ceremony?
Well, I'm not really a religious man.
Ceremony is not religious. Religion is for the weak.
Sorry, my mistake. Slip of the tongue.
You're invited because you're worthy. You're the leader of the Esther, and you may stand by my side.
I'm not the leader. I mean, there are managers and directors and...
Good. It begins at dawn. I will send an aide to collect you. And your Shane, if you wish. But now I must bid you farewell, and prepare.
Captain Darrow, I'm afraid I've not had the opportunity. I'm Governor Warren.
Marcos Darrow, your Kara makes quite an impression.
Ah, she's not my Kara. You see, when we colonists arrived, we found the first people already here. They allowed us an area of land to build on.
2 separate waves of colonisation.
That's right.
So, whose planet is this?
It's complicated. They keep to their compound and we keep to our city. We try not to bother each other if we can help it.
I see. And how big is your city?
We've a population of about 2 million.
And Kara's people?
Who knows? They're pretty insular. We estimate there must be 80 to 100,000 in their compound. It's mainly big tents and underground caves.
And that's the entire population of the planet?
Yes, it's only hospitable within a 10-mile radius of the city's atmosphere generators. The population's expanded pretty rapidly in the last 50 years or so. We can barely keep up. Our irrigation and sanitation systems are archaic.
What about using the life support systems on your colonisation ships to boost capacity?
The last ship was dismantled 12 years ago. We cannibalised its reactor to meet our energy demands.
You can't have had much choice. Well, hopefully we can make life a little easier here. I've already arranged for a shipment of medical supplies and spare parts. Consider it a free sample.
Thank you. We're not too proud to accept handouts, but all this seems a little too good to be true. What does Esther really want from us?
Well, the company's line is that we're here to reconnect the old colonies and spread civilization throughout the galaxy. To be honest, though, we just want you to buy our stuff and let us set up a trading post.
Fair enough. I appreciate your candour. We'll take this one step at a time, but I think we can do business.
I'm not certain about these people, Akara.
They are not the pure, that is for sure, but they know much of Earth. It would be foolish to ignore them.
Of course. Nothing was further from my intention. As Dias of the Council, I am merely voicing the concerns that shall no doubt be raised. These traders are far more powerful than us, and if we allow them too great a foothold, we shall be overrun.
I do not believe so, Dias. And if they are so powerful, provoking them would surely not be wise. Involving their Captain Darrow in Amala's ceremony is a gesture of goodwill, not capitulation, and I will tell the Council as much when we next convene.
As you wish.
Ika Roa has been revealed to the universe. It's only a matter of time before the pure from Earth come for us at last. We must be ready.
Governor Warren? It's late, sir. You should call it night.
I need to sort this out.
What is this? An energy safety report?
The main power station failed its inspection. They want me to authorise an extensive maintenance programme. Do they realise how much disruption that'll cause for the city's electricity supply? Strangers from halfway across the galaxy descend on us and the Safety Commission lands me with this.
Sir, can't you sort this out in the morning?
This kind of thing never happened when I was senior technician, Gregson. Standards must have slipped.
Governor...
I shall get down there right away and take control of the situation.
Respectfully, sir, it's not your job to worry about this sort of thing anymore. Just go home.
There's nothing for me there. Why don't you just stop pestering me?
Because I watched my father work himself to death. The doctor said being a workaholic accelerated the disorder. Well, they actually blamed it on his being an alcoholic, but I'm worried the same thing is happening to you. Well, you know, not the alcoholic part, but...
Thank you, Gregson, but I'm capable of looking after myself.
And remember, you've got to be up at sunrise for the Kara ceremony.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'll get it.
Gregson speaking. I'm afraid Governor Warren is out of the office at the moment. If you'd like to leave a message...
Gregson, you're not a bloody answering machine. Pass it
That's
here.
very interesting, Mr. Shelby, but the Governor is a busy man. What do you mean you know he's here? Well, you can't have heard him. Congressman, it's late. Did you know that auditory hallucination is a common symptom of sleep deprivation?
Shelby, this is Governor Warren. What the hell do you want?
Yes, I know Gregson's an arse. Get to the point. I'll give City Hall a full briefing on the trader situation the moment I know what the devil's going on myself. No, I don't feel the need to consult you in your capacity of Speaker of the House. I'm dealing with men from outer space, not trying to set up an agricultural subcommittee. You do that if you want to, Congressman. See if I give a toss. Slimy bugger.
Did you see Mr. Shelby's interview on the evening news? He doesn't seem to like the traders much.
He's just playing on public anxieties, fear of the unknown, distrust of strangers.
So you think we should welcome them?
It's early days, Gregson, it's early days. How about you fetch me my coat?
Good morning, Darrow. Are you ready for the ceremony? To be honest, you quite surprised me. You almost leapt at the offer.
Just doing my bit for public relations.
Look, I have some interesting news about the planet.
Is there anything interesting about the planet? You know what gets me the most? The dust. Somehow it gets everywhere. My nose, my eyes, my ears, even in me... Well, it's just not normal.
Anyway, we've completed a survey of the planet. The atmosphere is noxious, there are vast pockets of sulfur, and the temperature at the equator could melt steel.
Well, Governor Warren told us as much already.
Ah, yes, but what Warren didn't tell you is there are large deposits of phosphorus scattered across the southern pole.
Oh, damn. This is just what we needed.
What? Phosphorus is incredibly valuable. It's the principal requirement for superluminal travel.
Yes, I'm well aware of its usefulness, Mr. McFadden. You bung it in the engine and the ship goes fast. The problem is, the rest of the universe knows it too. The minute I report this to Esther HQ, we'll have a gold rush on our hands.
That's why we should start mining before they get here. Stake out a claim nice and early. We already have enough equipment to set up a basic extraction.
That's a bit devious.
I know, but the Esther bosses would do exactly the same to us. We were here first, after all.
I was talking about the locals.
Oh, yes, well... They don't even have the technology to mine it. It's not as if we'd be dropping heavy machinery on their city. It's on the other side of the planet. In fact, the locals wouldn't even know about it if we didn't tell them.
I thought we were meant to be building relations with these people.
Marcus, think. Imagine what this would do for your reputation, your standing in the company. You could become a major shareholder. No one could tell you what to do anymore. You could boss the bosses around.
The Esther Charter stipulates that I get permission from the locals for all mining ventures. We are going to do this by the book.
Great. But we should get going right away. We can sort out permission later.
You're very persistent, Mr. McFadden. We get permission first. That's my last word on the matter.
I suppose if they can't dig it up themselves, they shouldn't have any reason to refuse. Not if I word it right, at least.
Well, that's what you're here for.
We could swap mining rights for medication or something. I'm pretty sure Governor Warren would go for that. Makara is difficult, though.
She seemed alright to me. Speaking of which, we ought to get a move on. How do I look?
Positively regal.
Amala, are you ready?
Is it true that the pure have arrived from Earth?
No, they're not the pure.
I want to see them.
Their leader will be observing the ritual. You'll see him then.
I do not mean that. I want to see how they live, to experience their world. They must be very different from us.
No different to the impure in the city. You wouldn't want to live among them, would you? We must go now.
I'm not sure I want to do this.
It's a simple ritual.
Not the ritual. What it symbolises.
Don't be foolish, Amala. Your body is part of the progression of our bloodline. This is the way it's always been.
It does not matter how it's always been. We're suffocated by tradition. Look at yourself. You are willing to execute your own daughter at the whim of the council.
Our traditions are what define us. They brought us to Ika Roa, protected us on our journey from Earth, and one day they will take us back.
Enough about Earth. You're not listening. Do you know why I went into the city? I wanted to defile myself.
Amala, I cannot believe that. You were bewitched. Seduced.
You don't understand. I was trying to show you the world will not end if our traditions are broken.
Your games have undermined my position.
The blood of the daughter is the blood of the mother. You made me like this.
What quality my blood has given you has been tainted. Until you are cleansed by the ceremony, you are no longer Amala. You are nothing. If you reject our traditions, you cannot be my daughter, and you cannot be one of our people. You must make your choice.
Trees! They have trees. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen real trees, McFadden?
It seems the first wave have built a sophisticated irrigation system. It's extraordinary the effort they've put into this little compound when Warren City struggles with sewage.
Shame about the people, though. They're so sullen, and they all look the same. Tall, pale, blonde. Well, I suppose that's inbreeding for you.
Yes, they've cut themselves off from Warren's people entirely.
When do you think they got here?
Most colonists fled Earth during the Exodus 4 centuries ago, but records indicate there was another, smaller migration, perhaps 500 years earlier, before the invention of superluminal travel. Many of those colonists didn't survive, and the ones who did interbred with settlers from the Exodus. Their original culture was lost.
But this time they've managed to stay isolated.
Yes, it's fascinating.
Well, I seem to be building bridges. After all, I'm going to be participating in their sacred ceremony.
Yes, just don't get too enthusiastic. It can be dangerous to use religion as a political card.
You worry about me too much. I think I can handle a simple ritual. And it's not religious, apparently.
Are you alright, sir?
Yes, it's just a disorder.
Do you want your medication?
No. Bloody pills. I can't stand them. Have they made you start taking them yet?
Not yet. The symptoms aren't showing.
How old are you?
23.
Then you're damn lucky. My symptoms started at 19. Make the most of it while you can, McFadden. It'll catch up with you in the end.
Thanks for reminding me.
Kara didn't seem to be showing any signs of the disorder, though.
Generally, the old colonies are more resistant.
Well, even so, no one lives past 45. Kara must be around that age.
No one's immune to the disorder. She's just been lucky.
Good morning, Darrow. Bit early for you two, huh?
Oh, just a bit. Are you part of this ritual, Governor?
Sort of. My predecessors were asked to witness whenever this ceremony came around. Now it's my turn. Tradition, I guess.
Captain Marcus Darrow, you are welcome. We are honoured by your presence.
Oh, thank you. I'm still a little bewildered by it all.
Of course. Come with me, I'll explain. You may leave your Shane here.
I'll be with Governor Warren.
So, what's happening in this ritual?
It signifies the beginning of Amala's rebirth as Kara. Her impurities are cleansed so that she might receive my soul and become the leader of our people.
So, you're stepping down?
I must prepare Amala in what time I have left.
What does her father think
Her
about...
father? You question my purity?
No, not at all. I just thought... Well, I mean, surely there's a father.
Of course, I see now. My apologies, I didn't think. You have different ways to us. You see, we don't believe in copulation. It's prohibited by our traditions.
You don't believe in... You mean... Could you elaborate on that?
Surely you need no more clarification. It's quite simple. Besides, I dislike talking about such things.
Right. So, what am I meant to do in this ritual?
You must do nothing, of course. The impure are not permitted to participate, but those we deem worthy may observe as witnesses.
I'm honoured.
Good. But now I must go.
Of course. Good luck.
Darrow, I spoke with Warren about the mining.
That was quick.
He said he would be happy to work out some sort of arrangement as soon as possible. They have little else to trade with. We'll meet later to discuss the particulars.
And all before breakfast. Good work, Mr. McFadden.
Yes, looks like we'll be sticking around. I'll start making plans for a permanent base.
Kara will now speak for us.
We are the first people, gathered from the earth of our homeland, crafted with the hands of our mothers. From the Nilroy we are descended, imitations of purity. Generation by generation we birth ourselves anew, bettered and stronger, to become the whole from whose fragments we are formed. We are descendants of humanity. We are children of purity. We denounce deity and idols and blindness. The future evolves through action alone. And now we will call the first souls to guide us. We call the first of the
This is
council,
intriguing.
of whose body
I've
the
never seen
diet
anything
is
like it.
formed.
It's all a
We call
bit
the
different,
first
isn't
of the
it?
intellia,
No wonder Governor
of whose
Warren
body
gets
the
uncomfortable around
technicians
them.
are formed. We call the first
I
of
take
the
it that's
zoic,
the daughter.
of whose body the farmers
She looks just
are
like
formed.
Kara.
We call
Well,
the first
a
of
lot
the warriors
younger and
who sleep
angrier.
without
Apparently
dreams.
she's been
And
getting
we call the
friendly with a
first
lad from the
soul
city.
the Nilroy,
Caused quite a
of
stir.
whose body
It almost
Kara
brought the
is
two groups to
formed.
violence.
The body
Needless
of
to
Kara
say,
is sacred,
Amala and
for
Kara
from
are
it
pretty tense at the
Amala is
moment.
formed.
I'll say.
The body of
Look at the
Amala
way
is
she's
sacred,
staring at her.
for she
It's like...
is Kara in
Wait,
waiting.
is that a knife?
Together we
Look,
call
behind her
Amala,
back.
for
Bloody
she is
hell.
Kara in waiting.
Stop!
Stop him!
She's got a knife! She's gonna kill Kara!
Darrow, it's part of the ritual.
Get off me!
Shane, get the knife!
Darrow, what are you doing?
I said, get off me!
Shane, help!
Guards! Seize him!
No! No one is permitted to enter the ring of ceremony. It will void the ritual.
It's already void. I should kill him for this.
Whoa, hold on now.
Someone must pay for this catastrophe. Everything is ruined.
In Ika Roa Episode 1, Amala was played by Joe Brandon, Chief Breton by Richard Caves, Captain Darrow by Fred Aarons, Dias by Ben Swithin, Governor Warren by Rob Pashley, Gregson by Marcos Avlonitis, Kara by Rachel Avloniti, Shane McFadden by Luke Smith, and Commander Yates was played by Chris Hall. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Ika Roa was written and produced by Richard Caves and Marcos Avlonitis and directed by Marcos Avlonitis. Sound design was by Sam Lazell. Ika Roa is a RicoMark production for ELFM.